Alright guys, here we go. Today we're going to be building a new deck. I already did all my dailies and stuff like that, so now we're just going to create a new deck and I'll show you my thought process and how I actually get to one of these decks and just a rough idea on how it actually works for me. So let's start. Sideboard. How do we get rid of this? Done? What? No, cancel. How do we get rid of this? What does it like this for? Did they change it? Change the view? Sideboard, deck. Why is it like that? Oh, haha! Neat. Learned something new today. Alright, so how I normally do to start creating a deck is I always look to see what my rarest card is for that particular color. I'll include that one too. So in my solid white, right? So white only. These are my two best cards. That one's interesting, but I don't feel that I have enough horses to actually produce something cool. And I think I already tried to make something like that. Oh no, I didn't. I only made that. So, again, we'll go white, this. So, we could probably try to do the exile and really be annoying to everybody. That way they have no control, and then we try to put out something really huge so they can't stop it. So we're definitely going to put in this one. I might put this one in even though we probably won't use it that much. And we'll put Karn in. Another thing is, I'm going to turn this off, because I know exactly how much mana I want in my deck. 26, it's a solid color. What we'll do, after we actually created a deck, we'll go back and we'll look at all of our lands. Then we'll see if any of these special lands, or I like to call them trick lands, if any of these trick lands can help us out in what we actually are trying to pull off. Alright. So we'll turn on both colorless and white to see what we can actually produce. So to keep with our theme, we're either trying to gain life to get horses or exile creatures for control. So this is going to be a super control-y deck, and not necessarily all these these little bitty things are going to help us out. So we're going to go look for stuff that says exile. So we're going to start with exile. So I like to try to look at the ones that I have the most of. So it looks like I don't have any 2-ofs of basically anything. This is a really cool card, but it gives players land. Exile Sentinel, exile all cards from the graveyard. That doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, I don't think any of that's going to help us out. This is just a straight up exile. And it's an instant speed. That'd be really nice if I had 2 of. I would really like that. This is actually pretty good. That's probably pretty good. That's pretty good. This is good only because it's an exile body. The attack probably isn't all that great, but I don't really care about that. Oh, very interesting. Kind of gives like a blink effect. Exile on a target creature until... That's actually really good, so we'll put that in there. Exile target artifact or enchantment. That could probably be pretty good. I don't know if we'll put 2 of in there. That's pretty good. I wish we had more of those. Alright, so once we have that, once we have all of our exile type deals, alright, we'll need more control. And that could be normally by tapping Tap 2 target creatures. That's pretty good. Untap 2 target creatures that get +1/+1. So we'll go with both of those. Those are pretty good. No, that's not really all that great. Nope. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Tap target creature and opponent controls. No. That doesn't really help any of us. That might be good. This might be a small little combo that could help us out. Yeah, so let's do that. And it's colorless, but it's a 1/3, and we can technically create artifacts. Yeah, I think that's good too. That kind of snowbally effect, that could probably help out. Again, let's go to the artifact stuff. See if we can get any kind of good stuff in here. So what I'm kind of searching for here is I'm searching for things to help us out in this idea we have of control. Now we're getting really high already, but again, we're trying just to throw everything in there, and then we'll weed out the stuff that we don't actually need. I also like to try to stay away from older cards, but you know, sometimes you can only do what you can. This one's pretty nice, adding 3 mana. That one's pretty nice. When you cast it, well, we don't really have instants or sorceries. We have a few, but I think most of ours are enchantments, so that might not actually help us out very much. Alright, so let's look at some creatures. Let's try to get some control-y style creatures in there. Having First Strike is pretty huge. So being able to put something out early is pretty big, but actually what we want is we want something like this, where early in the game it's just a good defender, but later in the game it's actually pretty good. This is pretty good. That's actually pretty solid because it gives you First Strike and has a little added bonus. The unicorn, nice. We do need lifelink, some way of gaining life for this. So we'll go with 2 unicorns. What does this do? Put a +1/+1 counter on the greatest power. Well, that's not bad. We'll put 2 of those in there. Is that an aura? That's an enchantment. That's not bad though. What does this one do? Enchanted creature you control enters the battlefield. All damage that would be dealt to it this turn is dealt to. Say +3. Yeah, so I mean that's not bad. And as a knight in addition to dub. Nice. Alright. Choose. Oh, that's a good one. Can't attack. Let's look for that. Whoops. Can't attack. So these are both auras actually, and that one's an aura. Did we not put that one in there? Or is that a different one? It is a battlefield. Attack or block. Yeah, so let's put all those in there. So now, let's go back to this girl, and see we don't have, I don't have any more of those, so it doesn't really help. So now this is actually pretty good. So if we go to here, let's see how many creatures we have. We have 11 creatures, 59 creatures, 26 land. So we have a 50. The percentage is 50% land so far, but we're not actually done yet. So that card I think we are going to go with some sort of... Oh, you know, Sarah Angels are pretty good. Ooh, that one's actually really good. Let's do that. Destroy. Target attacking creature, draw a card? Yeah, let's get that. Why not? I think we do want this card, by the way. Wait. What was that one? Indestructible. I don't feel like that's going to do anything for us. I don't know, it's a good wipe, actually. You know what, we will take that. We might take that one too, I'm not too sure yet. So let's go to our... See, so the benefit of these is normally... Attack, block, or activate its abilities. Activate this only if you have 3 or more. Yeah, let's put some of those in there. Alright, so we have 2 more cards. So let's go to the very, very beginning again. Let's try to get a little bit more early stuff. This is good. I think this might be a little bit better than this because it can come back. But man, that is really good for us. But no healing. Huh. I think for our 2 remaining cards, I think we're gonna go 1 and 1, and we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? I don't really know, but we don't really have any. You know what? We don't actually have it. I take it all back. What I think we might do instead is we might go with this, because it has a possibility of becoming indestructible, just for a chump block. Because 4 damage is a lot better than, let's say, like the 5 or 10 that we could take from a... We'll call this one Last Hope. We'll call it Last Hope. So let's see what we got here. 43% land, 33% non-creatures, which are the control-y parts, and only 14 creatures, which is not very many. So we won't actually be drawing a lot of creatures. So our creatures are really going to have to be important when we draw them. This is a lot of land, but we want to be sure that we actually can cast all of our high, strong, reoccurring enchantments and all that kind of good stuff. So let's, at the 14-minute mark, let's play a... I don't want to do a best of 3, but let's do at least 2 matches to see how well this actually works out for us. If the first one takes too long, we'll only do 1. But if they go by pretty shortly, we can do 2. I don't see why not. So 2 lands. We got good control over most stuff, and we have a good piece of a puzzle. So let's go ahead and keep this. We have plenty of 2-drops, so we can definitely hope for that land that we're going to draw eventually. And we have our control, so this is all good. This is perfect, actually. I can just cycle this? Yeah, we're done. This is going to be good for control. We're going to actually try to get this out, though, quick. I'm going to assume that... Alright, yep. Cats. This is a cat deck. So, we'll try to throw out cats as well. And then we're going to have to try to tap down that stuff. This is what we're going to play turn 3 for sure. We're going to try to get that all the way up. That way we can actually start basically locking down a certain creature. He won't attack. That's interesting. I have first strike, so I'm not sure on what he'll actually do here. He doesn't gain life, and he doesn't gain anything. He just lost a creature. Maybe he was trying to bluff me. He could cast it again, but he gained nothing from it. So now here, we're actually going to bluff him. We're going to attack. Let's see if he blocks it. Sorry about that. He did! He decided to block it. Interesting. And that. And we're actually going to play this. Now, we didn't draw a mana from that one, but that's okay, I think. We can actually just start doing this so the creature can't actually block. Which is good. Which is good. So, we're going to play this. We're going to end our turn. He's going to put out a creature, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter to us. Yeah, so it seems okay. Weha! We got our 2. So we're going to keep all of that, actually. But we're going to... say that this one can't attack for some reason. We don't actually care. So double strike will allow me to take out both of those cats, but I lose mine in the same process. It doesn't really matter to us because the tiger, the lion, isn't going to be able to attack this turn. But we're just trying to hurry it up with the... We're just trying to hurry up with this brick counter so we can actually stop that from proccing. Which seems fine. So one of his cats can't attack this turn, which means he's probably not going to attack, which gives us one more turn to really try to hound out and get a exile creature card. So we won't be able to stop both, that's for sure. But we can at least stop one of them from activating. And he'll still have to pay the mana, I think? I'm not actually sure about that. It looks like he didn't do anything with his attackers. Let's see if he does anything on his main phase. Alright, so it's our turn. So that's not bad, but we don't have the mana for it. So now Now we can do the second part until your next turn, only if there's 3 or more. Right. So we can now activate that. So we're going to tap 1. I'm just going to swing in there. Swing all in. He might double block. Oh wow, he didn't double block. We'll deal damage. I'm not sure if that actually works. Maybe that was a mistake. He does. He still gets it. So I'm not sure on... So I must have to be beforehand. Right. So unfortunately we're done. Man, I thought that would work. So it looks like I have to do it on his upkeep? Or his untap step, it looks like? That's fine. So then before combat... So I think on my next turn I'll have to stop it here on his untap step because that's technically his turn. Not sure what we're waiting for here. Yeah, this match is already going to go on for a really long time, so we're definitely only doing this one just to see how the deck works out. Interesting. He still did that. Okay. So we're going to play this one. And now we have it on that, so we should be good. So no attacks. So now it's his turn. And we said that this guy can't do his moves. So I think in response, though, he can actually do it. Okay, I wasn't actually too sure. Okay, that's fine. So now we can go with this one. I think we do no attackers. Which one is he going to do? Interesting. Okay. So he did do that one. Which is fine. It kind of stops us, but not a big deal. I think we can take the 3. In response, he can definitely tap. I know he can. Okay. Now we can exile that, and we'll be just fine, I think. Still has 3 or less. So we're good. Yeah, we'll block. Alright, yay! I'm not sure what we would have won that in a long game. I think he... maybe, but... I think generally as a whole, that deck might need some work. I guess I want to go over one more thing before we actually stop this. I'm not opposed to net decks or decks that are online because I mean those are the epitome of the best decks ever, right? Everybody in the community is helping you build them, figuring out what's the best or whatever. What everybody's playing online, right? I just don't use those, and the reason for that is I like to go through these decks and create them on my own. Kind of like trial and error, figuring out how this game works at its core on my own. It's just my own self-discovery. Now, I'm sure if you watched any of my previous videos, you've already noticed that I lose a lot. But that's, to me, not really the point of the game. The point of the game is to have fun, right? And I'm having fun figuring this stuff out. I know I don't make the best decks, and I know that in them there's definitely room for improvements and stuff like that. And maybe my approach at making a deck isn't right. And it's very possible, but I enjoy doing it. So this is going to be my last video for quite a while. I'm going to go on a break for a while. In about a week and a half-ish, so probably around the, I want to say, maybe the 18th or 19th, I'll put up another video. In the next video, if this is still going on, I don't know how long the beta is going, we'll put up another one of this. If not, I'll start streaming it or posting videos of a different game. But I tell you what, let's buy a pack. Right? It's the last video for a while, so let's buy a pack and open this baby. Ooh. Ah, not bad. So we got 2 of those now. So let's see what each of these do. Lore counter on a Saga. Hey, we just used him. Yeah, we could use 2 probably. Must be blocked. That's not bad. I don't know what that means. Does that mean we can't have another one? I don't know what that means. Is that an empty card? I'm not sure. That's new to me. Counter target spell and space. I like that. I like that. What's this? Ooh, nice. I do. You know what? That's another deck I would like to make. Another sapling deck. I played a few and I got hosed by him. So that's good. And we got a legendary. That's cool. Good deck. Well, I'll see you guys all later. Peace.